We are working on our comic. We started the Legend of Harapan many moons ago, back in 2013. If you'd like a free PDF of this, it's on the website. You can go grab a copy for yourself. It's under products, under free. There's a link in the description below. We are working on the latest version of this, and I've realized in the process of doing this is pages 3 and 4, that my first two pages I might go back and do all over again. And the reason why is I don't have much of the water portion of the game in there. And I think for people, these words sling, 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 I think I'm going to do sling, 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 and then do the handoff. So I'm going to adjust that somehow, I believe. So I may get into that later. For now, I think we're going to try and finish this page for today. I've got one of these water folks down here looking up, and these are the thumbnails that we're kind of pushing off of. So right here, they're grumpy, you always win, and then he says he's got to go. So he's going to be like, we win. And they're going to be like, you always win. And then he's going to peace out. So that's where we are today. And we'll go ahead and get into this. So I am doing this through the School of Visual Storytelling. Jake Parker and Sean Crystal have created this thing called Graphic Novel Pro. It's a 10-week course, and they take you step by step through the process. I am so far behind now. I had 3 projects due this week for my college classes because I'm getting my North Carolina art teaching license. And so I'm so far behind on the homework for this class because the other one has to take precedence. I'm a teacher. I'm an art teacher first. So that's going to take precedent. But I'm also taking this class as a way to become a better teacher as well. And so much of what they do in this class are things that I totally believe in and recognize are important. Basically modeling what you teach, which is what they're doing. They're giving us all kinds of insight into their process, which they have been doing for a long time. And they're giving us very clear instructions on how to get from, a very basic understanding of storytelling to more complex ideas as you go, and ways to basically just get the thing out the door, which I've been stalling on for long enough. And so for me, it's awesome just to have this opportunity to learn from these pros who are doing it. So we're just going to have this person arms crossed, frustrated, they've lost again. Maybe we'll make her a water person, a water player. So she's sitting there. She's not very happy. Her leg, they got their land player here. And I have not thought about these characters at all because they're just kind of part players. It would probably be good at some point to give a little bit more context. But for now, I just needed a different body type from Caden. And so I thought it would be cool to have a bigger kid than Caden. A little bit stronger, a little bit heavier set. Just to contrast his kind of wiry athleticism. So he's there. They're all kind of grumbling about the win-loss ratio always being in Caden's favor. And then this is Caden. And he's got his arms crossed, but it's satisfaction, right? He's satisfied. So he's not frustrated at all. So we want his posture to be a little bit more confident and chest pumped out a little bit, So All right, so he's pretty happy. We have these guys. So this is kind of cool how writing works, right? Like, I had not planned what I'm about to do here until this very moment where he's kind of confidently sitting there, we win. He's saying you always win, and then I'm about to draw these side characters in the background, and it immediately dawned on me they should be high-fiving each other. Okay? And so if you've ever played in a game where, you're playing with someone on your team who is way better than everybody else, it just completely tips everything and tips the scales in your favor completely. And you've got these dudes that are kind of like, at the end of the game, they're like high-fiving, like, yeah, we're awesome. It's kind of like, well, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like the ultimate, like, kind of smack in the face in a way to have like all these people like cheering and celebrating, high-fiving each other, knowing that whatever they contributed. I'm not saying they didn't contribute. I just think it's so funny sometimes how people take ownership of wins, even if they didn't. Even if it was very evident that that win came because of another teammate. So, I mean, we should be happy when we win, right? And it's a team sport and all of those things. It's just sometimes it's funny. So I thought of them giving high fives as like the final, like, I don't know, nail in the coffin. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but the final just point of, humiliation and defeat or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm clear in what I'm saying or if I'm just talking a bunch of random nonsense. But I thought of this idea of them giving a high five as like a final kind of burn or rubbing it in your face sort of a deal. And these folks all look a little too old to me, so I'm going to have to adjust that in my next batch of... I don't know. This is like... Okay, so we win, you always win. So I don't know what I'm doing here yet. I'm kind of changing head sizes and face, like cropping on the camera work. So I want there to be a little bit of dialogue here about, we're out of coin anyway. Maybe it's all in one shot. I initially envisioned it in one shot where he said, I gotta go. Kind of like sort of looking back. Not worried. I got his eyebrows wrong. He's looking back. He's kind of excited because tonight is Ringo replay night at Legends where he works. He washes dishes, but he gets a portion of tips. So tips are good on Ringo replay nights. So he's kind of looking forward to that. Give him a little bit of the peace sign here, like peace out. With that. Like, I gotta go. Tonight's Ringo replay. I gotta go. Alright, so he's saying, sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Tonight. Are gonna be epic. And all of this will get edited. Like, I will find the best way to say this, but this will get me to the next step. So I don't love it yet, but there will be another pass for editing and making sure that it works. So that should be good enough to get us there. I gotta go to work. Oh, come on, Kay, one more. Sorry, tonight's Ringo replay tips are going to be epic. So that gives us hopefully enough information to understand. Tips tend to be associated with hopefully food service. So hopefully that cues that in a little bit. Okay, so I think maybe that's good enough for that round. So here's how they're going to read, I guess, together. You've got Winter's Park. You got the sling, 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 throw. She got it. She's flying. All of that doesn't read the way I want it to yet, but we'll get there. Caden now. So let's go ahead and do that. Doesn't read great yet. Caden. No. Okay. And I don't know why, for some reason at this stage, I like doing the parentheses and the line. That just reads a little bit better than drawing the whole circle. When I draw the whole circle, it starts to, I don't know, confuse the artwork for me. I have no idea why that is, but at any rate. Plus 2 points for blue. Suckers. No, I don't like that. So I'm not a big fan of plus 2 points for blue because he hasn't scored yet, I don't think. But I'm saying suckers. Stop him. I'm on it. Caden, you got this. Keep going. Okay, so now he's flying on this motorcycle. I really like the energy in this lower portion. Excuse me. I like the energy here. I don't know if this yet is flowing towards a chase so much. And this figure looks a little bit too big. So we'll see. All that can be worked out. And then you see him going right here. Should be saying he's on the bridge. So he's on the bridge. And there are going to be names for each part of sort of the arena or the field of play. And the bridge is the one where you shoot and you score, but it's got a little bit of a vert ramp to it so that you can do some tricks. And I think I drew that vert ramp a little too long. It shouldn't be that long. It should be about 6 feet tall. So somewhere around in here is all that it needs to be. So there you go. Which is good. I did a little bit of ramp research yesterday, and that informed that structure that I just drew. So that's really good. You know, you're kind of piecing it together as you go. Eventually all of that will become second nature to me once I get it all ironed out. But he shoots, and I want he shoots and he scores to kind of work with each other, because you see the ball and you kind of know that's coming up, but then you go, no, not again, of course, and then it's like he scores. So you kind of knew it, like they already knew it, like the reader knows it, but you still have all these side reactions that are so great. Yeah. Now probably what I'm going to do, okay, since that is 4 pages and our assignment is basically to get the pencils done on the sheet, I'm going to rework this section a little bit, and then we're going to take this to the pencil stage so that we can ink it, and we're going to try and pencil and ink this for our next sort of chunk to get done. Even though we have all 28 pages thumbnailed, this is sort of what to kind of try and catch up with the homework and get feedback and everything. This is where we're going to have to put it for now. Let me think carefully about this section and how I want to do the sling. I like the sling there, so let's get a new piece of marker paper right here. And I don't mind the starting panel too bad yet, so we're going to live with that. So we'll take this and kind of line that up and just say, okay. So we've got about this to work with. I also kind of like the idea of the handing off of this and her flying through there. So then what can I do with these 3 panels? Okay. So her legs might need to kind of, maybe she's doing something like this and it's a little more foreshortened maybe, because I don't mind this panel either. Okay. Saying sling, sling, sling. So we're going to kind of have this. I forget, when you're throwing, your bottom hand is there. Your top hand is, see, your top, yeah. This one is kind of tied in. And your forward, the slinger one is on the bottom. So the slinger one's on the bottom and kind of elbow pointing where it's going to go. The top one is sort of tucked in like that. So this is sling, sling. Hopefully that's working. Sling, sling. There you got hands coming in. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. So, water player here. Hands on the cross like so, ready to launch. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I want that net to kind of be slinging out. So these arms are coming out of nowhere. Catch it. Got it. Okay. That's when we got it. And then our winged lady here. Yep, and then everything else is kind of the same. So I think that's it. So I think that's better. I'm still not 100% sure. I think I might need... See, but the sling can't be right there. It's not going to make sense. Maybe if I slide the sling over here, that might read a lot better. Okay, so we're just going to do this for now. Just to right about there. Hopefully that'll make sense at the next stage for me. But sling, so, and then we have the opening scene up here. front entrance. Dun, dun, dun. We got sling. 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 Got it. Sling. Yeah. So hopefully that will at least introduce on some scale the idea of the game being played in land, air, and water. I think in one of my things I also had one of my ideas I had kids kind of coming into play too, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. So I might have some kids riding their bikes to go play. There we go. Okay. Okay, you know, like that. Okay. I think that's pretty good. So we'll close it out there for today. A lot of work to be done still, but hopefully we'll be able to knock some more things out this week. So I just want to thank you guys for joining me today. I look forward to sharing more with you, and as always, have a great day.